Okay, so this is what I did to lose the weight. My daughter is currently 7 months, and I honestly wasn't too worried about starting exercising until about 3 months. My body just wasn't ready for it. Postpartum that was. Um, I still have issues with jumping and high impact. So this is just what worked for me. I have always been pretty athletic. I'm not skinny. I'm not a skinny mini. I'm not short. I mean, I'm 5'9". My average weight is around 160 pounds, and that's where my body likes to be. My goal is to be around 150. When I was pregnant, my highest weight was 209. Um, After a couple weeks, I was down to 185 just from having my daughter, labor and delivery and all of that, got me down to 185. So I've kind of worked from 185 to 160 um, in that 7 month time. And this is kind of what I did. I started off I actually started doing this when I was still pregnant, because I know how important it is to eat right, even when you are pregnant. And I was doing well during my pregnancy, but I wasn't really tracking like I had before. I was an avid MyFitnessPal tracker before I got pregnant. Think I had over a year and a half of days that I tracked my food every single day. Um, but when I was pregnant, I kind of just said, I'm gonna stop, and I stopped. And so about 2 months before I had Ellie, I started the 21 day fix. Well, I started learning about the 21 day fix, and then when it was released in February, I had her. It was released February 3rd, and I had her March 3rd. So about a month prior to having her, I was following the program, and then just adding in the extra calories that I needed. And then I continued doing this um, after I had her. Um, to be honest with you, I was on and off with it. I did it great for the first 3 weeks, and then I was off for a couple months after I had her, and then I started doing it again, and it got to the point where I understood the portions and was able to do it without such a hassle with the containers. Not that it was a hassle, but it just took more time, and I'm thankful that now I understand without actually using the containers how much of a portion I should have, and it's really about portion control and specifically getting the foods that you need, because as a mom now, I can definitely say that it's difficult to not just grab what's close because you're hungry and actually think about the ratio of protein, carbs, and fats that you're getting in a day. And I'm not sure how much you guys know about that, and I can talk a little bit about what the appropriate ratios are, and there's not one size fits all for that either. Everybody's different, but it is important to get protein, carbs, and good fats every single day. Um, so that's what worked for me. I obviously also have been drinking Shakeology for 4 years, and I can't tell you how much that helps me with energy every day. And then also just my experience, honestly, I was a little nervous because it is a supplement and it's not regulated by the USDA, because no supplement is. So no vitamin that you take is regulated by the USDA. But I'd been drinking it for 3 years before I got pregnant. So the first couple weeks before I had the chance to ask my doctor about it and give her um, the ingredients and all of that so she could check it over, I stopped drinking my Shakeology, and honestly, it was the worst 2 weeks of my pregnancy. I had headaches. I was constipated. I know you don't want to hear that, but that's part of being a mom, and it was just miserable. So after experiencing that, I just kind of went um, and my OB said it was fine, and I just started drinking it again, and a lot of that cleared up. So it just kind of reaffirmed to me after 3 years of drinking it that this is good for my body. This needs to be something that I do every day, and it is. You know, it's non-negotiable to me. It's part of my life, and I know you guys don't want to be sold anything, and I'm not here to sell you that, but it's something that's worked for me. So I do want to share it with you if it's something that you are interested in and you do want to try. It's not for everyone, you know, like not everyone wants to drink a shake every day and wants to get those nutrients from a shake. If you eat really clean, you definitely don't need it. But so I don't want to go off on that. That's not the point of it. But that is how I was successful. Around, let's see, PIO came out. PIO was released at the end of June, so I started doing PIO in July. So that was March, April, May, June, July, 5 months. So I started really, really following like a not strict, but a regular exercise routine around 5 months. And basically, in those 2 months that I did PIO, I am down to where I was before I was pregnant. Not to where I want to be, but I'm down to where I was before I was pregnant, and that to me is a blessing. So, if you guys want to talk a little bit more about the 21 Day Fix or just about clean eating in general and what I eat every day, like I said, that I would tell you, I have my shake in the morning. I usually almost always use ice, half almond milk, half water, a banana, and a scoop of peanut butter. Because as you probably know by now, I'm obsessed with peanut butter. For my snack, I have oatmeal with like a handful of frozen blueberries, and then I have been recently putting in chia seeds just to get that protein that I needed there. And I was doing peanut butter before that, but I didn't want to be eating that much peanut butter in a day, so I started doing chia seeds for lunch. I try to do some type of raw vegetable. So I'll have tomatoes, a salad, peppers, onions. Sometimes I do an omelet. Actually, frequently I do an omelet because you can do it quickly. Sometimes I do a wrap of some sort or I have leftovers from the night before of dinner. Lunch is pretty quick for me because, as you all know, you don't always have a lot of time to eat when you're at home or you're working with your kids around. And then I'll usually have another snack, some sort of either an apple with peanut butter, hummus with vegetables, or um, lately I've been doing applesauce because we went apple picking and I made homemade applesauce. So lately I've been doing that, and Ellie's been eating it as well. Sometimes I like beef jerky. It's got a lot of sodium, but my body doesn't. I bloat, but I don't get a lot of repercussions from sodium like a lot of people do. Um, and then for dinner we usually some of our normal dinners will have salmon with sweet potato and broccoli, or we'll have steak and zucchini and corn, or we'll have um, rice or quinoa with peppers and um, like spaghetti mixed. And I actually don't even use noodles because I'm reading more and more about gluten, and I'm wondering if it's causing some of my headaches and adrenal problems. So I'm trying to eliminate it for a while and just kind of see how I react. And so far, it's really been helping. So instead of the noodles for me, I use spinach and just pour the spaghetti sauce over the spinach and eat it that way. Surprisingly, really good. So check that out. It's really easy to do as well. Um, and then I have some other things that I can help you with if you want more dinner ideas as well. I am so sorry that this is so long. I didn't mean for this video to go this long, but I kind of had a sneaky suspicion that it would. If you also want to go over my website, and I can post it in the comments below, is www.cassiezider.com. And I have a blog on there with tons of information, and then I also have recipes. A lot of these recipes come from my background from the Institute of Integrative Nutrition or even the Beachbody Ultimate Reset. It's where a lot of the recipes for this 5-day clean eating comes from. And that just gives you another resource and ideas. If there's anything specifically that you would like me to cover about anything nutrition related, I have, like I said before, I have a plethora of resources, and I would love to help you out with that if you have any questions. All right, thanks and have a great day.